and welcome to the 14-15 school year, and welcome to Earth Science with Miss Carey. I'm looking forward to this year, and I wanted to just welcome you, let you know a little bit about myself, and then tell you some tips to help you have a successful school year. So let's get started. I will start out by just telling you a little bit of my background. So I got my Bachelor of Science in Marketing at Tennessee Technological University. I went on to get my Master of Arts in Teaching from Tribeca, and then I am still taking online classes to get my Education Specialist degree from Liberty University. A little bit more about me. Here's my wonderful family. This is my husband, Trey. He is a teacher and a coach at a local high school, and that is Mount Juliet High School. I live in Tennessee, and because he coaches football, we love all things football. And then I played volleyball in high school, so I still love volleyball. Also in the picture are my son Kai, who is 7 years old. He'll be going into the second grade. My daughter Tatum, who is about to turn 3. The only person not pictured was my dog Oski, so I decided to go ahead and include him here on the pictures. And then I just selected some apps that told a little bit more about me. So one would be Map My Run. I love to run, so I included that app there. And one app that I use a lot is Candy Crush. I like to play Candy Crush. I also like to read a lot, so I have Kindle. And then I like to travel. So I've included some of my favorite places to travel. Pawleys Island, South Carolina is one of those. I love to go to Disney World. And one of my favorite vacationing spots so far has been Hawaii. And then I also love to play on the lake. So that's just a little bit about me and some of my interests. So let's get started talking about some of the things that you need to complete this course successfully. So I'm going to give you some important information on this welcome video, but you want to make sure that you don't miss out on the science orientation. That is where we will go in depth on all of these topics and really tell you how to have a good, successful year. So look for those links in your online school for that science orientation. One thing we'll go over is our communication expectations for the year. And so we want you to know what to expect, and you will know what to expect from us as well. Again, make sure you look in your online school for the times and links for that orientation. All right, just a few important pieces of information. You're going to receive a 180-day pacing guide. This is really important. It's going to show you how to stay track. This is just a general idea of what it's going to look like. It'll go by date and tell you which lesson you should be on. So at any time, you should be able to take this pacing guide and know what lesson you should be on. Also, it's going to tell you your labs, remind you to submit those, and it'll tell you to meet with your teacher once a month as well. And so look for those on that pacing guide. You need to do 3 lessons each week to stay on track in science. So you can follow your daily or weekly plan, but just know that if you skip a lesson, it'll have 3 lessons on your weekly plan, but if you skip a lesson, it's going to slide over. So it's really important to make sure you refer to that pacing guide as opposed to your daily or weekly plan. All right, so when you start completing your lessons, you want to make sure that you notice these tabs up here at the top. You have to score 80% above on everything in order for it to be completed. If it's not, it'll be on that Not Mastered tab. So always make sure that you are completing any lessons that are not mastered. And here's a little bit what it looks like. You'll see a green check if it's mastered. If it's halfway, that means you've started the lesson, but you have not mastered it for whatever reason. For instance, this one, the offline information has not been input yet. So make sure you're paying attention to that. If it is skipped, you will see, see if we can scoot over here. There we go. If it's skipped, you'll see something that looks like this. You'll see checks and then a completely blank circle. That means that you have skipped the lesson. So you want to make sure that you don't skip any lessons, because skipping unit assessments is going to result in a 0 for that assessment for the grade book. So make sure that you are completing lessons in order and not skipping them. Another thing, science is unlike any other course. There is no actual textbook. You'll receive a workbook, but all of that information is online as well. So you can go ahead and get started if you haven't received your materials yet. But just make sure as you're going through the lessons to take notes. It's really going to help you to take notes as you move through those online lessons. Here's a little bit what it looks like. You can click on your Earth Science course at any time, and you can also see your progress, what percent you have completed. All right, you also want to make sure that in addition to completing lessons, that you are submitting your labs to the teacher. This is also part of your grade, the unit assessments in your labs. So you have 9 labs due for Earth Science, and here's a list of all of those labs, which you will be reminded throughout the year to submit to me, as well as on your pacing guide. Those will be noted. Not submitting labs results in a 0 as well, so make sure you do that. All right, just a few more tips. Make sure you attend live classes. We call these Class Connects. Attend study hall at least once a month. You're required to communicate with me in some way at least once a month, and so study hall is a great way to do that. You can access that through the KMail tab or your quick links, contact my teacher, and you can see the times that we have our study halls. Here are my study hall times. They will vary from time to time, but for the most part, these are listed in Eastern Standard Time. This is when I will host my study halls. If none of those times work for you, make sure that you know we can set up a one-on-one session and Blackboard collaborate to go over anything that you're having trouble with. All right. Also, make sure you download Skype. This is one of the easiest ways to communicate with me. So make sure you download Skype, add me to it, and check it for teacher messages. You can follow me on Twitter and check my website. And please make sure that you check KMail regularly as well. These monthly syncs with you are vital to your success so that we can go over progress and how you're doing. Please make sure that you have all of my contact information. My Skype ID is iAcademy C. Perry. A great way to get in touch with me quickly if you have a question. You can follow my website. It is sciencewithperry.jimdo.com, and it is password protected, so make sure you jot down that password, which is I love science. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can. My username is @MissCPerry. And also note that you can follow the International Academy as well. All right, you can also reach me by phone. So here's my phone number. Thank you so much. Welcome to the school year. I hope you have a good and successful school year. And please don't forget to contact me at least once a month. Skype or study hall are really the best ways, but we also have KMail or those one-on-one sessions that we can schedule as well. Don't forget to do 3 lessons each week, and please ask questions whenever you have those. Thanks, and have a great day.